Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. Today, a Sunshine State showdown, and in Florida, they believe their level of football is just a cut above. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the AAC, the South Florida Bulls. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready. Canes will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Bulls will have some work to do after that short return. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it in.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Bulls decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Hurricanes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll give it to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll glide his way in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you got to worry about him in the running game, and there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and he caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Line is set on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll bring it back. It's Restrepo. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
The give on the counter. At the 40, there he goes. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, then.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Bulls in the hurry up. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Tempo and overdrive.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game down.
Movement here from the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Brown will throw it.
The running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, limiting his carries.
Quick release on the RPO. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him.
And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown Bulls! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. When it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Restrepo. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Back to the ground with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Canes will punt this one away.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry up. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Brown wants to pass. A little screen to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a cut! Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Ward. Ball in the air, intercepted! Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, South Florida. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. He thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job. Great catch. 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throwing right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, Wasta fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Alexis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they... Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Brown wants to pass. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just enough time to get off one more snap.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
And the Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on second and long from the 11. Looking for a man, it's Ward. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off,
He's got it down the left side. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Number 7 with the
speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Bulls line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Restrepo. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Ward. Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The option look. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. The Bulls will line up to punt it away.
Great job by the whole defense, but how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, USF! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by 7 over Tulane. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. to the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Hurricanes are flying down the field.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Man, this defense takes tons of pride in their pass defense. They've got athletes on the back end that can break on the ball, and they've got hands, too. We've seen them pluck 3 picks already. They almost got another one there.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Got it set up on the outside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Getting deep in the third quarter here, clock stopped with a minute and a half to go. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Brown will throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Bulls will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Grab behind the line. It's George. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Brings up second down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. Keeps the legs moving. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Looking left. He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. It's still a three-point game after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Bulls want to crank the tempo. Brown wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Restrepo. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Motion from the offense. Martinez on the carry. Runs through a tackle.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll put the tight end in motion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Snags it inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, it's good.
The score, Miami 34, South Florida 28.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wide out. Got his man on the right. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, the offense has the lead, has the football. All you got to do is run the clock out, maybe be conservative, run the football. They chose to throw, and the defense makes them pay.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Back to throw, it's Ward. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw on 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play.
Off he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Alexis. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Wants to throw on second down. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Palmer. inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
A first down for the offense. They'll turn to Martinez.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to throw, it's Ward. Immediately fires to the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch. It's still some work to do to pick up that first down. complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hokies are on the move. Run in the red zone, it's Tootin. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Going to run it. It's Fletcher. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Ward. Makes the grab down the middle. Tackled, but he has a first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Give to the running back. The Canes get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Fires left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He uncorks one deep. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Tootin. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Forced out of the pocket. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution. That field starts to shrink, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. On the move, it's Ward. Finds his big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
That pickup might be best measured in inches rather than yards. Not a lot of running room there. On 3rd down, going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Arroyo. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch?
Nothing but green ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush. And you know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening. And if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Keith. And the returner will be dragged down. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Drones. He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10.
There's a reason third down is called the money game. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
They keep attacking through the air. It's complete to the right. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
Man, I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Snap from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. He wants to pass it on second down. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll try to tack on one more. with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Heath. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. They'll make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's drones. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hokies will punt this one away.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Martinez. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. Running it back, it's Lane. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that one.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling him before.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop, and of course that gives this defense longer to get after him.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. To the air. It's Drones. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's open. And he's knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the 1st down. Man, that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurate. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to slam it in. Touchdown, Hokies! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Handoff to the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Martinez. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Kane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Drones. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
And that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops. And you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. The Hurricanes look to do some damage in the red zone. Unloads quickly. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can... Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
And 34. Virginia Tech 24.
He'll bring it out. It's Keith.
The return is
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Drones. On target to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
On to attempt the try.
is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Virginia Tech 31.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes Running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. This looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Looking to pass. It's Drones. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Working that left side now. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope. A good fight tonight.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground with the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.